We're going to go to Washington now, where President Obama spent most of his final first-term press conference calling out Republicans on their next big showdown. It's over the debt limit. The government loses borrowing authority to pay America's bills in about a month. And ABC's John Carl is covering it all from the White House. And John, the president was clear it's up to Congress to get this done. He's not going to negotiate.
That's right, George. On this one, the president is on yet another collision course with congressional Republicans, and both sides are insisting they just won't back down.
Late yesterday, the Treasury Department said if Congress doesn't act, the U.S. government will hit the limit of how much money it can borrow as early as 1 month from today.
We are not a deadbeat nation. America cannot afford another debate with this Congress about whether or not they should pay the bills they've already racked up.
President Obama used the last news conference of his first term to issue an ultimatum to congressional Republicans: raise the debt ceiling. But House Republicans have been equally adamant that they will not raise the debt ceiling unless the president first agrees to major spending cuts.
Well, I think the real issue here is, we all know, is spending.
The president insists this is not even a subject for negotiation.
The financial well-being of the American people is not leverage to be used. The full faith and credit of the United States of America is not a bargaining chip.
The stakes are even higher than they were during the New Year's Eve showdown over the fiscal cliff. If agreement isn't reached, the federal government faces default on its debt and a partial shutdown.
Social Security checks and veterans benefits will be delayed. We might not be able to pay our troops.
Some have suggested President Obama would have better luck with the Republicans if he socialized with them. The president said that probably wouldn't make much of a difference, but he wouldn't mind trying.
Most people who know me know I'm a pretty friendly guy. And I like a good party.
John, the president also talked about preventing gun violence. He said that Vice President Biden had given him the recommendations likely to be made public later this week, and they include actions the president could take on his own without Congress.
That's right. Congressional sources who have been briefed on this say that there are more than a dozen such executive orders the president could issue right away, acting before Congress attempts to pass gun control, which, as you know, George, is a very steep climb.
The president said he didn't know how much of it he could pass. Okay, John, thanks very much.